Okay, everyone, welcome to the second general body meeting of spring 2023. Nice to have many of you here again, and still yet again new faces, so all good. Just in time for, I know it's technically not Valentine's Day yet. It's, what day is it today?
Singles Day.
Today's Singles Day.
Singles Day.
Yeah, so.
That was the 15th when the chocolate's half off.
The chocolate. That's right.
It's both.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be Easter before we even know it. We're going to be Valentine's Day stuff off the shelf and immediately bring in the peeps. Alright, come dues. So, as your treasurer, it's my job to collect money from people who want to become official members of the club. I'm going to say this now. Every single meeting that we have, a general body meeting, I'm going to be bringing that lockbox. It has money in it, so I can give you change. $15 is the minimum for the club dues. If you want to pay via PayPal, we also have this QR code which takes you to a Google form that I can then check in and make sure I can send you a PayPal invoice and also collect any information I need from you. If you don't want to use the QR code for some weird reason, or if it doesn't work for you, or if you forget, or if you lose it because your phone's stupid, whatever the case is, message me on Telegram, or I can give you my Knight's email or whatever you need, and I can get the information from you and send you a PayPal invoice that way as well. If you also see me out and about, like, hey, I want to pay my dues and I have $15 on me, I'll take it from you and I'll write you down later.
And the QR code there, if anybody, that links to the form if you guys want to.
Yes. Also a note, if you already did fill out this form, the invoice has been sent to you. If you have not paid it yet, can you please pay it?
Yes.
I'd be appreciative, because only some.
Alright, so I know it's been a little bit since there's an update on the whole Project Knightrogen thing. In good news, 98% of the parts are printed and completed, and I'll be getting them this week. The other 2%, I will need someone that actually has a 3D printer that doesn't have like 6 inches of space to print. So if any of you would mind helping with that, we're perfectly willing to pay any cost for material for any filament.
For the people who are new, what's nitrogen?
That's fair. I forgot it's not fall. So Project Knightrogen is something that myself and the officers are working on. It is going to be a walk-around mascot that we have for events on campus, and just to kind of represent the club outside of here. So if you can't tell by the pun in the name, Knightrogen is going to be a protogen. It's going to be a mini partial, so paws, tail, and a head. Currently we're working on the head. Once we get that done, we'll be reaching out, seeing if we can get tail and paws made. That's something, hopefully something that we can get made purely with people from Knights in the Palm. So it would be awesome to have people contribute and have something at the end that everyone's proud of. It would be, as I mentioned, something as a recognizable figure to walk around campus, and also it would be a way for people that have never gone to try on a fursuit before to kind of get an idea of what it's like. That would be something that would stay with the club long after we're gone.
Yeah.
So yeah, good news. It will almost be time to assemble the head. If any of you, especially you engineering majors, know any sort of application of epoxy and super glue and rods, that will be coming soon. We'll be doing spray painting as well. For any of you that are working with fur or want to learn how to work with it, faux fur to be specific, that'll be something once we get that first stage of the head done and it's assembled, we can get people to help with that. And then after that, we can actually start working on the rest of it, and from then on it should be pretty straightforward to be able to knock out really easy. The head's just the hardest part. I mean, it's a protogen, so yeah.
Does anybody have any questions about nitrogen before we continue? Yes.
What color for the fur are you using?
So our current scheme is we're going to paint the helmet gold with a gold like sparkly spray paint, and then have black fur. We have been talking though, because of recent things with like Blackout games and Space U games, about possibly making it so that the head is just black and white, and then any sort of accessory, like we were talking about the sigils, maybe get one that's gold, one that's white, so that way we can kind of, dressing differently for occasions. But for now, it's currently gold paint, black fur.
Any other questions?
What are you running the LEDs and stuff with?
So as of right now, the LEDs are not really going to be super duper plausible just because lack of experience with LEDs and just so we're probably just mostly going to do vinyl. Not to mention, since it's just like a starter suit for people who've never maybe worn a suit, we don't want to push some LEDs on them. We can just put basic and
Fair
like
enough.
that.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I'll do this one. So, resources for our members. So, we have now a new request/complaint form for spring 2023. It's accessible through that link right there. If I see any phones out here, scanning that link. Oh, really? Already I have trouble. All right. But in all seriousness, these are not just for complaints, but if you have any requests for what the club wants to do, here's the option, and it can be filled out anonymously. So if you, so that you don't have to worry about revealing your identity and what stuff. If it is something sensitive like that, we want to hear everything.
I can already hear the Golden Corral just going your way.
Yeah, I'm already sensing the downside of that being
I'm
anonymous.
hearing
We're gonna get
spam filter.
Spam filter.
hearing blocked and filtered words, golden and corral.
Yeah. Golden Corral. Yeah.
Golden
And,
Corral's infrastructure cannot handle another furry raid.
yeah.
Never read somewhere else.
They barely had enough food when it was just like me and some elderly couple there. Like, how are they supposed to have enough for 40 people?
Yeah.
We can do Burger You again. It's right here.
All right, and and so that's the complaint form right there. And of course, last meeting we ratified the code of conduct, which is now available on our Knightsconnect page in the documents section for you to read. I would recommend everybody to read it because those are the rules that you will be held against to if you manage to do a oopsie daisy, as so as to describe it. That's the link to it right there. Okay, I'll make a note about this as well. So, per the KniP Constitution, the club is required to hold nominations and elections for all officer positions every February. It is a bit inconvenient because technically all of us haven't run a full year term because of certain issues with that started last semester, but we have to follow the Constitution, so here we are. That is to all of your conveniences because all eligible members, i.e. you need to pay your dues, are allowed to go and run for every position. We are, if you want to nominate yourself to run for an officer position, that is available to you, although you have some pretty strict competition because all of the officers will be running as well. And we have some experience behind our backs, so.
Is that like intimidation right there?
Sounds like you're trying to
This is
get us
voter
not to
intimidation.
run.
I won't
I
stand.
am.
I won't stand for this destruction of democracy.
Oh yeah, well I like
I
to
just
see.
feel like I have no experience. What are you
I
talking
am
about?
1 month of
All right, guys.
experience.
All right, so maybe oh yeah, if you
It's
think.
less than an hour. It's already
All right then. All right. If you go ahead and say we're intimidating you, you don't like a rule. Why don't you run?
The
Why
Charles
does
Sick
Charles, this
Rifle
might get
Rifle
overturned,
Machine.
man. I don't want to
It's
beat
just.
you.
Can you pull up the complaint form again? Voter intimidation.
Alright.
But yeah, that is available to you. And
If you want to run, message us and then we'll be like, okay, let's hold a vote for the club and then we can do something. Okay, so outreach to philanthropy. So this is a major part of the club. What we want to do, we would like to maybe reach out to charities, reach to organizations, find something we can do and bring awareness to as a club, something we can do. Personally, I think it would be cool if I don't know if any of you guys have ever had this issue, when someone says, hey, what club are you in? And you go, oh yeah, I'm in Knights the Pod. And they go, oh, is that the service dog group? Granted, we are not, but we do love service dogs. So, maybe we can potentially.
To a service dog. Correct.
So what we can do potentially is maybe reach out to them and say, hey, do you guys need donations for anything? Do you guys have a charity in mind that you guys would like us to donate to? And we could do maybe an event. We could maybe have something where we just table and we say, hey, throw a rotten tomato at one of us for $5, like how they have the whipped cream at what is it? What do the sororities do with the whipped cream in the base for $1?
Yeah.
Do something similar to that, and we raise money for a charity. If you guys have any ideas as well, we have the suggestion link up there as well. Love to hear any ideas for any charities you guys might want to take part in.
Yeah, and so if we were to do it like that, and especially if some of you come into fursuits and are willing to get hit with a few balloons, we'd be making millions.
Use the cringe to our advantage.
Yeah.
If they don't like us, we use it to our advantage.
Yeah.
That's a very expensive fursuit getting ruined.
No.
It's really hunting season. Takes out a Nerf gun.
Actually, Nerf guns would be fun.
Yeah.
Rent a Nerf gun. Shoot
You got all the armor on your face.
I was gonna say, you have to get one.
So, any questions about about this section in general, and we are accepting ideas for that too. If you have any ideas for philanthropic endeavors or things that we could do to help the community that you feel close to and think other people in the club feel close to, let us know through either our request form or
DM
contacting an officer directly.
Or if you are part of another club and you think your club would be chill with interacting with us, we could also work with them. I'm just saying, pretty cool. We got some, more clubs that are chill with hanging out with us. We got excited last meeting because 2 members of the emo alt club came to the meeting and were actually interested.
Yeah, we're
in
interested, and that's currently a work in progress. But we're a lot of people are really interested. So upcoming events. So on February 25th we are planning a bowling meet. Still getting the details of that specifically, but at least we know it's going to be at Boardwalk Bowl. We've done this before, and they were happy for a few of us to wear our fursuits at. Do you recall?
I believe so.
Yeah, we'll make sure for that for you. And potentially, this could be a free event, depending on how our finances are for anybody that is willing to come. Yep, and then same thing with the ice skating. Date to be determined because there was a recent development. We have one of our members that is thinking about organizing that, and they have had run meetings in the past at ice skating rinks and stuff, and potentially that's something that could work out. Oh man. I was supposed to edit that.
Wherever it's gonna be.
Yeah, wherever it's gonna be. Yeah.
It'll be somewhere.
Yeah.
If no, we'll go ice skating in the parking lot. Pretend we're skating on ice.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, merchandising. So, most tables, if you go to any of the booths set up, most of them have something that they can give away. And frankly, we love to be like this. When we table, we'd like to be able to give some stuff away, pins, whatever. And we'd also like to be able to have some stuff that we could sell to the other clubs, such as how the esports team has the jerseys they sell. We would love to do something similar, maybe not jerseys, obviously, but I was thinking as well, we could have either commissioned artists outside of UCF or have people in UCF club, or Knights of the Paw, design stuff for us to sell, that we could put on pins, that we could put on buttons, that we could maybe make art prints of, just stuff like that that we can market and put on a table and give away, or if it's something like making enamel pins or wooden pins, we could do it for a profit. Any opinions on that one? Sorry.
So,
Opinions?
Opinion.
Any opinions? Yes.
It would be really great. I also think it would be really awesome to look into, I know that the SFAD building, they have their art shows on Wednesday, so maybe we can communicate with them.
Right, the art market, correct?
The art market,
Yes,
maybe
so we could always do that at the art market as well. That would definitely be something that we don't work with.
The one thing with the art market is you must be like a member of some sort of art. You have to be in the art club to run it. But if we had a member in the art club, then we could.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing. Where's nothing?
Yeah.
We have multiple, actually, yeah, we have
That's
multiple.
true, yeah.
Art and furry seem to overlap, so we've got at least one someone in here is in the art club, so.
Yeah.
Yes, we could definitely do something with the art market. We'd definitely love to do that. Even just normal tabling events, it would also be cool, like if we do something with philanthropy where we do set up a table and try to raise money for our foundation, we could do either selling our merchandise, or we could also do like as a giveaway, like spin the wheel, here you go, kind of thing. Or bring awareness to our page, like how they do with the review on Wednesday. Yes.
We could do a table where it's like throw a balloon at a furry.
We could.
Like a
We could
wall?
already do
Yes,
that.
the balloon that goes.
We just stick it to you. We just put static on your screen, just
Yeah.
see how many we can get on you before you fall off. They all fall off. But yeah, so definitely
We
we're
blindfold you, put balloons on you, and have people pop them so you have no idea where it's gonna pop from.
Oh man.
So basically, ideally, I would think it would be really cool if we did have maybe, I'm not saying a competition, but we did have, say, hey, I think this would be a really cool pin design. Let me submit it to you guys and you can all do a club vote. Or this would make a really cute lanyard design and we could all vote on that. And it would be cool because then potentially, if we could sell it for a profit, you would make some profit on it off your design as well. That would make a cool one.
Alright. So that is the end of our presentation and the beginning of
the fun activity we have planned for you guys, because we're all toddlers and need to jingle the keys so we can pay attention.